Hi, I'm Hannah from the band Creeper, and you're watching Morgan Richards Interviews.
Hey, I'm Morgan Richards from Radio Cardiff, backstage at the Tramshed music venue here. I'm joined now by a band full of callous hearts, making sure misery never goes out of style. It's of course the wonderful Hannah from Creeper.
Hello.
Hey, you alright?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Not too bad, thanks.
Good.
How's things?
Yeah, good. We're just coming to the end of the UK dates of our headline tour with Milk Teeth, Energy and Puppy. We go off to Europe tomorrow, but yeah, I'm quite tired now, but yeah, it's been really good fun so far.
Okay, well, fantastic. So Hannah, Creeper have certainly experienced the buzz surrounding everything over the last couple of years, exploding now with the long-awaited release of your debut studio album, Entirely in Your Arms. After seeing things grow and evolve so constantly, I'm sure it must feel something special getting this record out now and continuing on what is really becoming this almost cult following.
Yeah, it's I don't know, like, because I've been around. I joined Creeper like a year ago, so I haven't been there from the beginning. But I used to session for them, and I remember as I started off as a session player, just watching from the sidelines, they had a buzz around them from the beginning, and now it's just gone from strength to strength, and we have a huge following. We have there's a Facebook page called the Creeper Cult page, which is just, I think it's got like 2,000 members in it now. So yeah, I think the album has been like eagerly anticipated by everybody, because we've done 3 EPs before then, and but I think we've done it in the right sort of time. I think we got everybody sort of up to a level, and then to release the album. So yeah, I don't know, we've just gone from strength to strength, and the buzz around it has just been crazy. Yeah,
well, great to see. And you're a band who are all very artistic in different aspects, creating and establishing this whole other world of concepts and characters. Is that something you're all very proud of, having that almost second identity and other side to the band, experiencing the music with these storyline features?
Yeah, definitely. Will and Ian come from a film background. They're like heavily into film. So like the character ideas mainly stem from them, with input from the other 4 of us. But I think it's something, it kind of just adds a bit of a dimension to it, a little bit more than just, writing an album, doing some artwork for it and putting it out there. Like having the whole storyline behind it. I don't know, it has just added a bit more of a depth to it. And it's something that like people can get really immersed into. So yeah, it kind of like draws on like film, but putting it into music, which I think, I don't know, people love film, people love music, and like putting them together has been actually worked out really well.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
And I think one of the main things that fans have said is that both are, even though connected, can be conceived quite separately, as well as that the storyline isn't really affecting the music of what you can interpret it and take away from it.
Yeah, I think like, yeah, you can put them separately. They obviously tie together. The sort of the track listing and the way that we did the album is a whole story arc which works with the characters that we've created. But then at the same time, if you're not interested in that side of the thing, the story aspect, you can just pick up the record and just listen to it from a music perspective, or you can just fully dive in with the story. So it kind of gives people the best of both worlds, I think.
Yeah, well, fantastic. And with that, you've opened up to a lot of these different subgenre audiences, with the album cross-bleeding with a whole list of styles and influences, from gothic punk to big theatrical glam moments and everything in between. When writing initially, do you try and stick to that vision of what you want the material to be, or does it all just come naturally, especially when you look at a track like Crickets, where you yourself are taking centre vocals for this huge emo kind of country track?
Yeah, I think predominantly it's Will and Ian that do the writing, and I think they sort of go in from, I think they have they have a very set out idea of what they want to do, but at the same time they kind of go off on tangents. I know that when they write, they get a big whiteboard and like just sort of visually look at it like that, and I know that when we did crickets, that was something that Will wanted to do from a story side of things, but also he was like, well, I want you to do a little bit more vocals, and he thought the idea came to him ages ago. I know originally when he put it forward, we were all a bit like, oh, not sure if it should just be me, like I think it should just be a duet. But yeah, then I think like, because we all come from very different backgrounds, I'm more from like a musical theatre, classical background, and they're obviously sort of more of a DIY punk kind of background, but it kind of fuses together very nicely. So they'll do their bits, and then the rest of us will come in and put in our different influences, and I guess it kind of like creates this one big like potion.
Yeah, and for you personally, you're quite proud that you've been able to step out and have that kind of centre focus on a track of your own as well.
Yeah, it's at first I was a bit worried. I was worried that people might think it was a bit strange that, you know, the lead vocalist, like, you know, Will isn't singing on the track. But for me it was great, because I'm a vocalist, and having the chance to do a little bit more, I kind of like fully embraced it. It was like, yeah, that's great, and the reaction to it has been amazing. Yeah, everybody seems to love it, which is great.
Well, fantastic. And Hannah, just a couple more very quick things now. Before you go, of course, throughout the rest of the year, you're just going to be touring intensely, supporting the release of this record, with a very busy summer, including playing the Vans Warped Tour in the States and on the main stage of this year's Download Festival. But what else can we really expect now from Creeper coming up?
I think we're just going to like focus on Warped Tour and Download, get those out of the way, and then hopefully do a little bit more towards the end of the year. I've got some things planned that I can't really talk about, but yeah, I don't know. I think we're just going to keep going, keep the ball rolling, and I think people will see us a lot around the UK and hopefully America. But we'll have been there for 2 months in the summer, so they'll probably be sick of us by then.
Yeah. So just sticking on the road and continuing
just
the push.
Continuing as much as we are now.
Okay, well, fantastic. Well, thanks for taking time out to have a quick chat with me.
No worries.
Best luck now with everything in the future, and hopefully catch you again very soon.
Thank you.